added the agenda.
Dead already?
Goes quick, doesn't it? Seems like you're always replacing those. You just gotta make sure that those take rechargeables.
Trying to figure out why.
Dustin? We're waiting on
Test,
you.
test.
That makes sense.
Are you recording?
What happened?
Okay. Wait for Dustin now.
Like, stand back.
I'm waiting on Dustin now. He keeps messing around.
I would swear that when I did it, it was, they weren't letters, they were squares.
Good.
You are being recorded. You are being recorded. I know the words are coming up on the screen.
Oh.
Recording in progress.
Okay. I'd like to call this regular town board meeting to order for Tuesday, October 7th, 2025 at 6:35. Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg. Here. Trustee Zazzaro.
Here.
Trustee Hartz.
Here.
Trustee Katzos. Trustee Moreland.
Here.
Trustee McLaurin.
Here.
And Mayor Ah.
Here. All rise for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Does the board have any conflicts of interest?
Nope.
No.
So I do for 4A, 5A, 5B, and 7A. Jeez. And you'll be running the meeting.
4A, 5A,
5B.
There's no 5B.
5B.
There is.
Ordinance.
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
And 7A.
Oh, okay.
and 7A.
Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you.
No worries.
You're welcome. General public input for anything not on the agenda?
Cindy Champion, 430 Plum Street. And my husband is handicapped, and there are no handicap spots to park in downtown Bayfield, except way down by the park. And I think there should be some in front of the eye doctor and the dentist so that people can get into them and at least have a, last time I brought him to the dentist, and we try to stay in town and, you know, use the businesses here instead of driving to Durango. I had to park way far away and roll him up there in his transport chair to the dentist because there are no handicap spots.
I'll have our,
We don't typically respond, but thank you so much
Okay.
for bringing it to our attention.
Okay,
And
thank
he's
you.
writing down notes on it for you.
Thank you.
you got notes, John?
Good evening. David Black, 606 Buck Highway. Excuse me. Couple of things. I was really disappointed in the previous budget meeting that only 2 of you showed up. Let's make a better effort. You're all elected to represent us all. Please be here.
There were 3.
Oh, that's probably true. You were on the Zoom call. Now, I'm going to harp on this deal on Southwest Street until it's solved. So we can't have somebody just park a vehicle in the middle of the street and call it their own. And so Southwest Street is Southwest Street. When that whole lot was subdivided by La Plata Electric, that was clearly shown on the plat, and if you need, I'll bring that plat in here, show everybody that there's a road on there. That road needs to be vacated so that people can drive through there. And if not, you don't want to do it that way, then bring it before, make an agenda item, and allow for a vacation so that he can buy it from the town, because that's how it has to be done. Thank you.
Any other public input?
Hi,
Hey, Andrew.
I'm Andrew Klotzis, Silver Mountain Group. Sorry I missed last meeting last month. Truth is, we got kind of bogged down in electric work and we didn't make a lot of progress last month. However, now we've got it, all the water's done, all the sewer's done, and we're pouring driveways starting tomorrow morning, actually. So what our plan is to get all the driveways in, and then start work on curb and gutter kind of as it gets colder, because there's a lower consequence instead of these huge slabs of concrete that those driveways represent. So we should be set up to, finish on time and be set up to build vertical next spring is the hope. So that's where we're headed. So everything is
Super.
still on schedule, other than that little problem I was talking about. It's going well. So I don't know if you guys have any questions or.
No, appreciate the updates.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get the road in by this time next month, roughly. So hopefully by the next, if I don't come to your first one, I'll come to the second one. Hopefully tell you that the road's back in place. So, all right, thank you.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew.
Any other public input? Has the board had a chance to look over the agenda?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg?
Yes.
Trustee Zazzaro?
Yes.
Trustee Harts?
Yes.
Trustee Moreland?
Yes.
Trustee McLaurin?
Yes.
And Mayor Ah.
Yes. Next up, we'll open the public hearing for the B. Frank Foundation, Frankenstein Special Event Liquor License for Joe Stevenson Park.
Yeah, good evening, folks. My name is Lecky Sinowitz, 226 East 7th Avenue in Durango. 12 years ago, we started the Frankenstein event celebrating music education here in Bayfield specifically. The B. Frank Foundation has since been able to partner with local schools, now Durango, Ignacio, Pagosa, and beyond. And we'd love to continue the continued support that we get from the town of Bayfield to put on this annual fundraiser celebrating. We'll have over 250 kids from 11 schools, 6 elementary schools, 4 middle schools, and a high school, all represented. We moved it off of the street and into Joe Stevenson Park last year, and it was a big hit with everybody. And tip that to Dustin and his crew for providing a few additional resources to put on just a home run of an event over at Joe Stevenson.
Does the board have any questions for the applicant?
I will say in the application, San Juan Basin Public Health is mentioned, and it needs to be La Plata County Public Health since there is no more San Juan Basin Public Health.
Okay,
That's the only thing I noticed.
good to know.
Dustin, do you have anything more to add?
No, it's a great event, and I like that it's off the street. It does take a lot of pressure off the park and the public works staff, as we're not having to worry about barricades and things of that nature. Hopefully the weather holds out. I know next Saturday is looking kind of gloomy, so hopefully 2 Saturdays. And I have a meeting actually with Lec tomorrow to go over some of that and pick his brain on what his rain plan is. But if the weather does hold out, it will have that event going as well as soccer in the morning. So it'll be a really fun Saturday in the park that I'm excited about.
And that being said, Dustin, thank you guys for being flexible last year. We had some unfavorable weather that moved in on our scheduled event, and you guys accommodated the move to the next weekend. So thank you guys for that.
Can't control that weather, unfortunately. I think what you do is a great thing. I'm a big supporter of the arts. I enjoyed your show last Saturday. It was awesome.
Thank you.
So I don't have any problems with this.
Me neither.
No, I don't either.
think it's great.
No, my daughter participates, so I'm highly in favor of it. So,
Is there any public input, comments?
Yell yes
Yeah.
back road. There's a few things in Bayfield that represent the town as well as Frankenstein. Honestly, Leck, what you bring to town all the time is nothing but good. Thank you for what you do for us and the kids. Really appreciate it.
Any further questions, comments? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is the B. Frank Foundation Frankenstein Special Event Liquor License Action Agenda.
Well, I think we already talked. So, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the B. Frank Foundation Frankenstein Special Event Liquor License.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg?
Yes.
Trustee Zazzaro?
Yes.
Trustee Hartz?
Yes.
Trustee Moreland?
Yes.
Trustee McLaurin?
Yes.
And Mayor Ah.
Yes. Next is beep.
Kind of misread it's the same thing
I'm in, you're out.
Hi. So we're back again. And same old. So yes, I think.
Will you state your name?
Yes, April Stewart, and for Beep 645 Fox Farm Circle.
Any discussion?
Well, it's a public hearing.
Oh, the public hearing
Yeah.
part first.
So maybe if we just explain first what it is for our public, if you can
Absolutely.
explain what your intentions are, just, we know.
Yes.
And we were here, but we have more people in our audience that may want to know what
Okay.
exactly you're doing with the annexation.
Sounds great. Do you want me to go first and explain?
Yeah,
what
just
we're
a
doing?
real brief
Sure,
explanation.
absolutely. I can be brief. So Beep is hoping to expand. We have purchased the property behind us, and in order to build, it will need to be annexed. We are hoping to open a gym. Oh, sure. We are hoping to include a gymnasium, and we do need to expand based on the growth within our community. And I think one of the top priorities is that we will offer infant toddler care, which continues to be a necessity. And we need a bigger parking lot because we are really squishing them in where we are at. So yeah, so that's our hope.
Thank you.
Of course.
How many additional slots are you hoping to?
So what we have done is we increased capacity 2 years ago to 20 per classroom. Ideal would be 16, but we are at 20 in the 5 classrooms. We now have no space for staff. So we will open 1 infant toddler classroom, and then what I will try to do is open another preschool classroom for sure, because I'm going to take the overflow that we have, so that would give me 1 more. And then the building will have the capacity to have more if there's a need. So we're going to try to be smart with a build. We will look for a project manager once we've gone through the annexation so that we can really start to put some of that to life. Our goal for the end of this school year is to have some architectural designs and things like that so we can really actually start the process. I'm guessing, and this is me guessing, I'm hopeful for within 5 years. I think it's really going to take us about that amount of time to do it correctly and be able to, really use that space wisely, because that's going to be, it's not a ton of space, and we are going to want a lot out of that space, but we are definitely at capacity with where we're at. So, and right now, currently, we serve about 110 students.
So priority-wise, what's your priority?
The priority, to be honest, first is going to be the parking lot, and then the next part of the facility. Infant toddler classroom will be open. Preschool classroom will not be hard for us to open because obviously we've done that. The infant toddler is a different category in licensing. It's also a different category in funding. So that's going to be, but it's one of the top priorities within the community. So.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And just to clarify,
Yes.
in an infant toddler room, it's been a long time since my kids were little.
Yes.
But do I recall correctly that infant toddler rooms have to have less children in them than
And-
your
Yes.
preschoolers, correct?
Yes.
What is that amount?
So the ratio for, I don't know off the top of my head because we do not do infant toddler
Right.
care. But the ratio is definitely less. So I will have less infants and need more adults, which is why typically they're a subsidized program because they are very expensive to operate. But if there is a need, and they are a natural feeder. So currently within the students that we have, we could open that classroom now and fill it to capacity with siblings. So I'm hopeful that that will be something, especially as that is new to us, that we will be able to do. But it still falls under the same licensing people. So it's just going to be a matter of us doing our homework.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Any questions or public input?
You have to tell them how great Beep is. You told them how great Luck was.
I can tell you how great Beep is. I am the beneficiary of laughter every day. We have some screamers,
We do.
and more this year than in past years, more last year than in past years. But the thing I see here is that since we sold the property to Beep, because we were the original developers of the property, we've watched it come of age, really come of age, and it's very crowded at this point. To be certain, one of the reasons we've done a lot of what we've done around our house was with the possibility that maybe Beep might be interested in ours. The way things have worked out, I don't think they could afford our house at this point because of the way property values have escalated and such. But at any rate, that 1 acre parcel that they do have has a lot of potential. My concern is primarily the drainage through there, and this is where Beep is going to have to work very much so with the people that are developing the parcels that are further north, Derek, McCoy, and all of that, the Gonzalez family and whatnot are going to be developing, because when we get these big rains and all that water comes across my place, all of it. And it's very easy to flood my basement. So I'm concerned about that. But beyond that, I would rather have a school as a neighbor as a bunch of homes, to be honest with you. Like I said, I think that this will be a good thing for the community, for them to go ahead and get further along with the space that they need, because clearly have outgrown what they need. So at any rate, good luck with this, April. We'll see what happens.
Does Beep have any kind of, like priority given to people that live in Bayfield as opposed to live in Durango, or does it matter?
So it doesn't matter, but we are the primary feeder for the kindergarten still, and we continue to be. And there isn't priority given because at this point, we don't need to, yes. What has happened is that we are a high-quality inclusive program, so we actually have families that have come from other places based on the recommendation of BOCES. We have had several families each a year that have actually moved to Bayfield so their kiddo could go to Beep. We are, yes, of high quality caliber within this part of Colorado. And so that has been interesting. And so at this point, given capacity, we aren't at capacity. So our goal is never to turn a family away, no matter where they reside. And UPK also allows for that within the preschool setting. So they don't have boundaries. And that means that any kiddo going into kindergarten gets 15 hours free without having to pay. So it's a tuition assistance program, which again continues to increase our numbers.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any other public comment, discussion? Thank you.
Of course.
Moving on to the action item for BEEP annexation and initial zoning and ordinance number 511.
I think that childcare is one of our top goals that we have this year, and super important. There's definitely a deficit. The La Plata Economic Development Alliance put forth a report on childcare in the area, and they have actually deemed Bayfield as the #1 spot that needs the childcare the most, probably because we're where all the young families are located that work in Durango. And so I'm definitely a big proponent of helping move this along.
I am as well. Miss April's program has helped multiple of my foster care children continue and set them off to a good start. So I would like to make a motion that we approve the BEEP annexation and initial zoning agreement.
I second it.
Can we do the alternative action A?
And with alternative action A.
And all findings and conditions.
I'll go with that.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg?
Yes.
Trustee Cesaro?
Yes.
Trustee Hartz?
Yes.
Trustee Moreland?
Yes.
Trustee McLaurin?
Yes.
No, we gotta do the ordinance.
And then
The mayor can come back.
acceptance of the ordinance.
Yeah, we have to do the
I think, was that included in
Is
the,
that included in the?
lineup.
Okay. So looking for,
I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance 511.
I'll second that.
we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg?
Yes.
Trustee Cesaro?
Yes.
Trustee Hartz?
Yes.
Trustee Moreland?
Yes.
And Trustee McLaurin?
Yes.
Oh, you're good. They didn't really see that being needed to do the approval for the ordinance.
He's a liar.
Don't trust that public works guy.
Starts with public.
6.
Number 6, approval of minutes, financial action items, and town manager reports. First is the Board of Trustees meeting minutes for 9/16/2025.
So you guys have a hard copy of that in front of you, as Town Attorney Goldman suggested an edit to clear up a little bit of the confusion of why we had to continue the Pine River Commons PUD. So I did add that, and it's in a hard copy in front of you.
Has the board had a chance to look over those new minutes?
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented by our town clerk, Dustin.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg?
Yes.
Trustee Cesaro?
Yes.
Trustee Hartz?
Yes.
Trustee Moreland?
I wasn't there, so abstain.
Okay. Trustee McLaurin?
I abstain.
And Mayor Ah.
Yes. September 2025 expenditures. Has the board had a chance to look those over?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to accept the September 2025 expenditures.
I'll second.
I got a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion or questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg?
Yes.
Trustee Cesaro?
Yes.
Trustee Hartz?
Yes.
Trustee Moreland?
Yes.
Trustee McLaurin?
Yes.
And Mayor Ah.
Yes. And town manager report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the Board of Trustees. You'll see the report before you. It's been very busy, meeting a lot of new people in this great state of Colorado. I've had a number of meetings. I've with staff, engineers, attorneys, a lot of activity going on in this area. And it's pretty exciting to see that a lot of that economic development activity has always at least focused on the fact that this area is a growing community, that a lot of the people in the southwest part of the state live in this Bayfield area. And there's a lot of interest in the properties that we have here. And we've known that for some time. You know that with the intersection there. So I've met with a lot of folks with respect to that, with respect to the properties along the highway. There is some interest in it, and so it's exciting to see that. Going to be some exciting times ahead for Bayfield, and look forward to seeing it grow. I've also met with the school superintendent, our new superintendent, and some of his staff to learn ways that we can work together with the school system. They're one of our partners in a lot of things that we do around here, and it sounds to me like we've got a lot of opportunities to work together with them to move forward. And we also discussed an upcoming opportunity that on the 14th, where the mayor has made a proclamation that talks about our support as a town for the high school and for the kids that go to school and do the extracurricular activities there. So looking forward to that on the 14th, going over and meeting with the school board on that. I did get an opportunity to go to the Municipal League district meetings, and Trustee Hartz and Marie were there with me, and I did get a chance to meet a lot of my colleagues, but also a lot of the folks from the Municipal League. They are very valuable as far as helping us out in the future. I know that they also tried to con me into a spot on one of their boards.
Of course they did.
So I backed away from that, at least for right now. I've got enough here. But it was very nice to talk to those folks and learn a lot about Colorado and how things operate. I also got a chance to speak a little bit more with Patrick Rodnelli, who's our DOLA representative, and he's going to be a great resource for us, and look forward to working with him in the future. I did get a chance early in the month to attend the Rotary Club, and they've got a great little Rotary Club here in the Tequilas, and fantastic folks there, and I look forward to joining the Rotary to represent the town there. It's great to see that even a community that's this size has a thriving group of local businesses that like to participate in that. Looking forward to working with them in the future. And I attended one of our planning meetings regarding the proposed Ironton project. They had a community meeting here early in the month, and I attended that to learn a little bit more about what they're planning on doing. And then a couple planning commission meetings as well I've attended. I may not make it to all of them, but I certainly like to keep track of what's going on, and I appreciate the planning commission and their efforts to move it forward. We can't do it without them, and certainly we've got some spots open on that board, and encourage some of our citizens that are interested to come forward to the Board of Trustees and the mayor, and maybe volunteer if they'd like to help out some more. On the town hall, we're about complete with the reorganization. If you come in, you'll notice that we've kind of got everything a little more settled. People aren't, there aren't boxes everywhere, and I think everybody's kind of settling into where we are. I'm not sure that Kathy's completely settled in during budget time, because I've got her right next door, and every time I get a line item and I need a question, Kathy, are you busy? So it's been nice to have them up here and work with the staff here, and again, I compliment the staff you've got here, because they took it like champs, and we're looking forward to moving forward. We've got Sarah on board. Those of you who haven't met Sarah yet, she is our new office manager, and she's fantastic. When you call in, you'll get that friendly voice, and she will hopefully be able to, if I'm busy at the time, help get you in touch with me one way or another, whether I'm here or not. So I think it's going to be a valuable position for us, and keep things moving on. With planning, we still have the position open for the planner. We've got some more applications that have come in, and we're doing some more interviews. Looking forward to that. Nancy is still working with us to try to handle all of our annexation and planning and zoning needs that we've got until that time, but we're continuing to push forward on that, and we look forward to doing that. We had a meeting with the former mayor, Matt Salka, and the deputy manager for the county over at the Cinnamon Heights project, and I'm happy to say that they were pleased in walking around. They were surprised that we had moved as far as we had, and so I think there was a definite opportunity to work our way through the budget impasse that we find ourselves at, as does the county. The Commissioner Salka did indicate to me that he would like to work together with us to make sure that we get our portion taken care of. So we're continuing to work with the county, and you know, we'll come up with a plan, and I've even started to address some of that in the budget so that we can move forward and make sure that we get fully reimbursed for that particular project,
So-
which is a good thing.
Do you anticipate 2 payments or 1 payment?
I am anticipating 2. I'm anticipating one this fiscal year and one the next, but of course that's still in negotiation, so that would be what I'm suggesting to them, and I think they may be open to that. And maybe 50-50 is my idea. We'll have to negotiate on that, but I am open to that. It's a lot better than just an outright no, and I'm thankful that they were certainly interested in working with us, and we'll, you know, they were happy that we were moving forward. I think maybe there was some lack of communication. We did have some transitionary issues, and I think that now that they see that we haven't just been sitting around waiting for things to happen, that we've actually been working, that they were a lot more satisfied with that. So I'm feeling confident that we're gonna get some, if not all of that funding.
I appreciate your work on all that. Thank you.
Yes, thank
Keep
you.
our fingers crossed.
Yep.
Yep. Keep working.
Yes. And then the budget, that's been a primary focus of mine. If it looks like I probably have less hair on my head than I had before, whatever little I've got left on it is starting to fall out now, just trying to learn the new budget. But I think with the staff, I've been able to understand a lot of the things that are new for me here, and I appreciate that. And look forward to completing the budget process here over this month and next. You will be getting a full budget from me in the electronic form. Definitely by the 15th of October. That is when I'm required to give that to you. It will have everything in it at that time. Hopefully you will have some before that so that you can read a little bit into it. But remember that your process with the budget only starts on the 15th, that you go through your hearings and so forth all the way until December when it's due at the state capitol. So that's my goal, is to get this thing to you. And if you have any questions on this or anything in the interim, please give me a call.
John, I have a question for you. Oh,
Sorry,
go ahead. No, you go first.
I was just asking if you can please send it electronically, because I'm not gonna be at the next meeting, and I'll need it.
I will be sending it electronically, not only to you, but I know Trustee Katzel's also asked for it as well. So, you know, we're going to send it to all of you, and hopefully, if you have any problems, please contact us immediately. You know, we do have a goofy gremlins in our emails still, so if you do not see it right away, you've got my cell phone. Please call me whenever, and if it's something to where the file didn't come across or whatever, I'm even open to delivering it to you. I'll even deliver it to Trustee Katzos, as long as she allows me to sit on the fishing boat on the way back. So.
Nice. John, my question was, the community meeting that was held for Ironton here at Town Hall, how was that advertised? I didn't know about that.
Me either.
The way that I understand it, it was, I think it was planned through when Stephen was here, so it was
Okay.
an early project. But it's the opportunity for the entity that's going to be bringing action before you to do some pre-work on public.
Yeah.
And so they, my understanding is they took it upon themselves to go and pass out flyers in certain areas of town. I don't think they passed them out to everybody.
Yeah.
But my understanding is they did do some walking and handed flyers out.
Okay.
And we did have some folks there at that meeting. I mean, it's kind of new for me because where I come from, they don't do a pre-planning meeting where the developer can come in. And I think it's more for the developer to try to gather input so that they can respond. And I think this was like the second one that they've done, if I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
They
Know
had something
anything
before.
about it.
Yeah.
So they're not, I mean,
Well, the process that you guys have is a public process. It has to go through the notification
well,
procedures.
and I totally understand, and I'm not stating that, but I'm also a citizen of Bayfield, and I didn't know anything about it, and nobody I know knew anything about it. So however it's going across, I mean, I don't think everybody's getting
A
the
chance to say
information.
anything, yeah, no, I had never heard about it.
I'd like to say something about that.
It's not put on by us, Lucy, just FYI.
Lucy Stewart. how I found out, it was 5 minutes before the meeting was held. Somebody sent me a text, a picture of this flyer, and it said it was that night. And the reason I was able to make it is because the planner that was working with that group forgot some of her stuff, and she was running late, so that's made it convenient. But I know that like at Lizzie Q's, they went and took her one like that morning. And so my understanding, when I've asked and reached out to who got these and who put them out, was like every so often, or wherever they decide to stop, this is where they dropped them off. So there really wasn't, like, at the post office, there was nothing, and at Brenda's, there was nothing. And so it was just kind of, pretty hush-hush is what I thought. And there was only really community members, like 3 of us here.
Okay.
So there wasn't much, there was no time to even let anybody know what was going on.
With that in mind, that it wasn't maybe potentially well done or really communicated, I think it's important as we go through our process that we over-communicate it, just because I think you're already gonna have citizens that think we were the ones that didn't do what we should have, and there was no attendance because we didn't do what we should have. And so maybe when we actually are part of a public hearing, that we get it out.
And I did talk to Kirby, who's one of the developers in this, after the meeting, and asked him about the information, why, people were not notified. And he said somebody else had done it. He hadn't been the one to try to get this information out, but he said that they would in the future try to get the information out to the public. So we'll see what happens.
No, thank you.
Thanks, Lucy. You're welcome.
John, do you have anything else to add?
No, Mr. Mayor, I have nothing else at this time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Continuation of the public hearing for Pine River Commons PUD.
Yeah, so we continued that until this meeting, so it has been requested that we continue that hearing on the 4th of November.
Looks like there's nothing in the
With
packet.
Mayor Oz recusal
Okay.
on that. I have a captive audience, so I'd like to make sure who can attend that meeting or not.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay,
November 4th?
because we're going to need 4.
I'll be there.
Well, you'll be recused.
I just said who would be there. I'm walking out there, but I'll be here.
We'll be in the hallway.
And pending unexpected travel delays, I will be, because I will be traveling.
But the 2 on each ends, you guys be good for that?
I said yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and Kat said she'd be there too, so, yep. Okay.
Thank you.
I was polling for Nancy.
November
I
4th.
swore to Nancy I'd do a poll tonight to get yeses on that, so, okay.
It's a Tuesday.
Okay,
So we'll
and
need,
everything you need?
no, we'll need a motion for continuation into November 4th.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to continue the public hearing for Pine River Commons PUD amendment to November 4th, 2025.
I'll second that.
Can we have further elaboration on why it's being continued? Is it being continued pursuant to the developer's request? Or why is it continued from today?
So in speaking with Ms. Dosdale, there was still some things that needed to be worked out on it as well. I'm not a planner, so I'm not privy to all the information, but that's what was presented to me
It's
from,
pursuant to an agreement with the developers?
yes.
Okay.
Add that.
It's on the record. Thanks.
Well, it's weird that they wouldn't have all the information they needed when we were supposed to do
When we were
this
just
at the end of
continuing it.
our last September meeting.
Yeah, as long as our planner and the developer are in agreement, that should
Okay.
be fine.
So can I continue running this even though I'm supposed to be abstained from this? I got a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion?
Well, yeah, I guess I would ask, is it on the rezoning portion of it, or is it on something else? Because we already talked about the rezoning portion of it.
I think they're amending their PUD agreement. Alls I was told is there's some changes that need to be made, and she hadn't made them yet.
Well, if there's changes, doesn't it have to go back through planning commission? Because they've already approved it.
I'm not sure what the changes are, so if in fact there's some substantive change that needs to send it back to planning commission, we should talk about it in advance of the next meeting. But again, the information that we have is it's not ready for trustee review tonight, and apparently there's agreement by the planner and the party, so that shouldn't be a problem.
May need to go back through planning.
It's possible,
If-
but we don't know.
If possible, yeah. It may be just some minor amendments.
Okay,
We don't know what it is.
can I take a vote now?
Go right ahead. Unless you have another question.
Well, I'll ask. Does anybody have any other questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg,
Yes.
Trustee Cesaro,
Yes.
Trustee Hartz,
Yes.
Trustee Moreland,
Yes.
and Trustee McLaurin.
Yes.
See ya.
You shouldn't be.
No.
Next up is the backup generator project award.
You, Mr. Mayor, trustees, I did put together a memo, and in your packet, you do have a recommendation from the engineer. This project is to install backup generators at the booster pump station at the mid-tanks that fill Dove Ranch, and also a generator for the original water treatment facility that we operate right now. So I'd be happy to answer any questions. In the memo, it does state the bid did come in at $127,000. The current balance is $110,000. In the project right now, $110,260.83. We do have additional funds available from a capital improvement project in the same water fund that we're not going to get constructed this year. So I'm asking if we could use another $10,000 out of that CIP. Looks like there'll be a $100,000 balance remaining, and award the project to fast track construction.
Any questions from the board?
I don't have questions, but I mean, I think a backup generator's a good idea.
What's that?
So I think a backup generator's a good idea.
Yeah, so during the Bear Dance fire, it's been a couple years ago, they had to shut down the transmission lines that run from Ignacio up here to our substation. So we were out of power for about 3 hours, which isn't a huge deal. But at that point in time, the backup generator for filter 4 doesn't run the front portion of the building. So everybody was under the impression that that backup generator would run the entire the water facility for treatment, where now we're finding out that they're two separate entities, and that's hence us needing to install an additional generator for the front portion of the water treatment plant.
Jeremy, were you on that water workshop last week? That was, I think the EPA put it on, and there were some people from CDPHE on that. They were talking about just exactly the reason why things like this are needed. So I was like, he's right on point. But yeah, you're on point anyway. And you don't have to attend the workshop.
Yeah, if it was Thursday, I was on my way to a college tour, but
Yeah,
anyway.
no.
I'm
I
not going back
understand.
to school. I got a senior, so.
No, I understand why this is important, and I appreciate that you acknowledge that it is over what you had budgeted, but you have found funds within your capital improvement budget to cover this. So thanks for telling us that part too.
I'm looking for a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to award the project to Fast Track Construction in the amount of $129,378.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Is there any public input? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg,
Yes.
Trustee Cesaro.
Yes.
Trustee Hartz,
Yes.
Trustee Moreland,
Yes.
Trustee McLaurin,
Yes.
and Mayor Ah.
Yes.
Thank you. We're actually unloading the second generator tomorrow, so this will be helpful. So.
Yeah, nice. Way to
I'm
sell
gonna change
it.
my vote.
Yeah. So it's interesting because we actually ordered all the parts and equipment last year because of the lead time, and they were saying 6 to 8 months for the generators, and we're just getting the one for the booster pump station tomorrow. So it's been over 10 months to procure it. So I don't know if they don't make them till you order them, but anyway, so kind of a two-phase project.
Never mind. I'll have that discussion with you later.
Yeah.
Fall cleanup.
That's me as well. So we did recently switch solid waste service providers. We did the spring cleanup with Waste Management. We didn't have the fall cleanup in the garbage budget this year. So after talking to finance, it looks like we're going to finish the year with $7,500 in the garbage fund. The cleanup is estimated at about $7,000. We did get a 50% discount from Waste Management for the spring cleanup, so that's where we're getting the $7,000 estimate. So we've had some questions concerning a fall cleanup this year, so we wanted to bring this to your attention and see if you wanted to continue with the fall cleanup this year, potentially budget for the cleanups for next year. You'll see those in the 2026 budget, or not do the fall cleanup, or however you want to do. Finance, there is money to cover it if you wanted to proceed. I just haven't scheduled any other roll-offs.
I think since there's money in the budget, we should go ahead and do it. I think next year we should think about maybe going back to charging the citizens for it in lieu, in light of the problems we are having with that part of.
Well, I think
budgeting.
one of the things we were talking about at the budget meeting on Tuesday, because we were looking at the line items, was that. Yes, Thursday, sorry, last Thursday, was that it's like the people who get there first are the ones who get to use it. So not all the citizens of Bayfield get to partake in the spring or fall cleanup.
But they're paying for it.
Yeah, but they're paying for it. So this is so help me understand that, because right now, now that I know how it works, because I don't participate in that, but I kind of feel like, so I have to get there first, and there could be a line, and then I could not.
So it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
So actually for the spring cleanup, we were there until 4 o'clock, and we still had a little bit of room left.
Okay.
So whoever wanted to come could come. One year, we filled up in 2 hours.
Okay, yeah,
We
that's
actually
what
had
I'm
to,
remembering.
yeah, we had to close it. We had to go. We got beat up on Facebook and everything else. But there was a line all the way down past the administration building when the guys opened the gate. So it's kind of hard to say.
Okay.
If we do move forward with the fall cleanup, I would probably move it at least 4 weeks out right now. So it'd be sometime in the beginning of November, just to allow us to advertise.
Yes.
So we know we're going to get, the attendance. So, yeah, it's kind of first come, first serve.
Yeah.
Is how we've been doing it. We haven't really necessarily, we check for like water bills, but I think we filled up in 2 hours. I imagine we probably had maybe some people from outside of Bayfield city limits that had contributed. So that's completely up to you guys. We can require a water bill.
I think we should.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
I think
should.
a water
I don't think
bill.
it should be
Yeah.
outside of the city.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so a
Include that in
current town
the-
utility bill with the address, and then that way we know we're not serving exterior portions of the county.
And include that in the.
In the
In our advertisement.
notification,
Yeah.
In the advertisement.
Do we need to have a motion for that kind of a change, or do we have to have, who's that?
Mr. Mayor, members of the boards of the trustee, I wanted to give our finance director a chance to
Oh, yeah.
address this, because it is an enterprise fund we're dealing with, and it is kind of close. So if this thing does go over, we run the risk of getting the wrong direction and having an enterprise fund close it out. So Kathy, could you go into the particulars of that?
Yes, so I did let Jeremy know that I do project that our revenue should be approximately $7,500 more than what we anticipate in that fund. But, so that would cover just this expense. But we have already spent, there was a $1,200 line item budgeted for the spring cleanup, and we've already spent $3,400 on that spring cleanup. So we're already over budget for the $1,200, $1,200, so we're $2,200 over budget. So if we do get the $7,500 that I'm projecting to be over, we're only gonna have about $5,000 to work with, and we're talking about $7,000. So we still run the risk of running this enterprise fund in the red, just so you're aware. And the only way to cut that cost, I believe, is to ask for less dumpsters, as opposed to asking for 6 roll-offs, we could ask for half. So that's,
Could
but
we
that
ask,
would, but that would keep us probably closer
But
to.
that limits the
budget.
capacity as well.
That limits your capacity, so,
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if we only have that amount of money and we don't wanna go in the red.
right.
like,
Yeah.
as
No,
much as
you're,
we really wanna
either
avoid
way, I mean, if we move forward without adjusting the number of roll-offs, we are gonna run the risk of having to do a budget amendment for
Well,
that particular fund.
Don't you have to anyways, cause you budget line item $1,200 and it was more anyway?
Well, chances are we're gonna have more money, so it's probably gonna wash, but yes. So we're probably gonna have to do a budget amendment. But you just need to know that going in, when you make your decision.
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with the budget amendment, we just don't wanna go in the red.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would be okay with making sure that fee doesn't exceed that.
So
So,
less dumpsters.
less dumpsters, yes. And that would be what, 35?
I think it was 34, it was right, almost $3,500.
Yeah, it was
for
3,400
the spring.
and change.
And
And we
cha-
could
yeah.
also look and see if that's the amount you want to expend. There may be a possibility to get a 40-yard roll-off, and it would give you more cubic feet if the haul charge remains the same. So there's a hauling charge and then the solid waste disposal.
So should
'Cause
we
we ti-
table this till next meeting so that you can find out exacts for us? so that
We can.
Yeah.
Or we can tell them not to go over 3,400.
yeah, because if we wait till the next meeting and we want to do it a month out, now we're looking at Thanksgiving time.
Yeah,
For
Thanksgiving,
doing
we could
the
get
cleanup,
snow.
which is-
That's be my only concern.
And then could be a possibility of snow and.
Right.
Well, I like the direction of staying under a certain amount of money when you're trying to
3,500
figure
bucks.
this out. Does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can do that. I can just get a hold of our current roll-off provider, and we can get that scheduled.
Well, and as we're talking about this, and we're going to be looking at requests for the next budget cycle, I'm kind of wondering if we can poll the citizens to see how many actually would like us to continue doing fall and spring cleanup, to see if there's other things we could offer that could take the place. And I don't know what that would be, but I'm just wondering how many people in town are taking advantage of this if we're going to pay $7,000, $5,000, like $10,000 a year for this, and 5 people, 10 people, 20 people do it out of 2,800. I'm just kind of wondering, could that money be better spent somewhere else in the future?
Yeah.
I don't really know much about the cleanups because I have not participated.
They were included in our previous contract, so we just would schedule them. I mean,
Yeah, because
you
they
know,
were included,
and
but
we
now
were
that they're
with the
not-
same service provider for a long time. People
Yeah.
just got used to having the 2 cleanups per year. So that's why we wanted to bring it back to you guys
Yeah.
and see what your thoughts were in regards to it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with just proceeding but keeping it under the 34.
Okay.
Should probably,
You need a
someone
motion.
should make a
Yeah,
motion to
it's-
authorize Jeremy to set up the fall cleanup with funds not to exceed $3,400.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to have Jeremy go into negotiations with the garbage company to do the fall cleanup, not to exceed $3,400.
And require a phone bill.
What?
Second,
And require a phone bill?
A phone?
A phone bill, or a utility bill for the people who are showing
Oh,
up?
and require a utility bill for people that are participating in the program.
Okay.
second,
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Any public input? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nyberg,
Yes.
Trustee Zazzaro,
Yes.
Trustee Harts,
yes.
Trustee Moreland,
Yes.
Trustee McLaurin,
Yes.
and Mayor Ah.
Yes.
I was trying to figure out what a phone bill.
I'm
I know,
sorry.
I was like, a phone bill?
I was like,
The wrong thing was coming out.
It's all good.
So Board of Trustee reports and requests for future agenda items and committees. I won't be here on the 14th. I have a school board meeting to go to. Mr. Nyberg, can you attend the Planning Commission meeting?
Yes.
And that's all that I have. Trustee Harts,
No update.
Yeah, so this is not here. Trustee McLaurin.
No update, except that they're having, Good Food Collective having their big Apple Days festival this Saturday coming up. Anybody would like to participate, and they always look for volunteers, and if you want to volunteer, you'll get some free cider out of the deal. And it's usually a fun event. And they're going to do it, they used to do it at the farmer's market, but now they're gonna do it in Buckley Park on Saturday.
Trustee Moreland.
Yes, so I attended the La Plata Economic Development Alliance meeting, and they went over, we have a potential new board member, that they, well, actually, he was a potential, now he's been voted in, Steve Winters. In December, there is, Kent Curtis with First Southwest Bank will be exiting, and they've, presented another person from the bank to, be on the board. Also, they went over the 18th Annual Alliance Summit. It was a really good turnout. They actually this year made an extreme effort to come in not in the negative. Most years, the La Plata Economic Development Alliance had to take some of their budgeting or their budget and apply it towards that event. And so Saratoga did a phenomenal job making sure this year that that didn't happen. They actually made a tiny bit of a profit. It's not meant to be a profit, but it's better than not being in the negative. So really awesome. They also updated their La Plata Economic dashboard that has local economic data and trends in it. So if you're interested in seeing some of the trends that are out right now, it's a great place to go and look at that. And that's that meeting. And then the Regional Housing Alliance, I actually met with DOLA last week to talk about Prop 123 and where the county and City of Durango and Ignacio and Bayfield were at in our commitment to make sure that we're doing a 3% growth in affordable housing. So I don't know if you guys remember, we actually voted to agree to that 3% increase in affordable housing for our area. It allows, you know, organizations to be able to take advantage of Prop 123 funds for the development of affordable housing. And we're doing great so far this year on that. Our commitment is 14 homes. I'm not, and we're committed, I think, for a 3-year time frame for that, just so you guys are aware. The county, of course, is not really able to have affordable housing built just because they don't have the infrastructure to put affordable housing in. So they kind of depend on, you know, Ignacio, Durango, and us to help them with their percentage as well. But they also mentioned, and I was not aware of this, that there is a thing called organic growth. And organic growth is where homes are sold to somebody who is considered a lower moderate income, kind of affordable housing realm. And that organic growth we may want to look into as well to make sure that, you know, we're meeting our numbers on it. Organic growth can be, you know, you sold a house and it was a lower income property, you know, somebody sold a house and it was $200,000, for example. That most likely could be a considered organic growth and count towards those numbers. So kind of a cool thing that we could do if we don't make our number, we're not getting close, is to look at the organic growth.
We need to, you said 14 homes? And how many is Pine River Commons gonna, and Cinnamon Heights?
Cinnamon Heights is 15, and Pine River Commons, I don't know how many they are.
Yeah.
I know they've done 3 that were under the 100% AMI. And I'm not sure 100% if that 14 is over the 3 years. I believe it is.
Okay.
I felt like that was like the total amount of homes we needed to do.
Okay, because I feel like we're going to meet our part, exceed our part of that.
Yes, we
Okay.
should exceed our part in it. And in fact, I kind of wanted to, maybe we should have a little conversation with the developer to make sure of Pine River Commons, because they committed to that, to be
we don't have as much control over it because it's not our project, but they committed to it, and so we're expecting a certain result out of there. And only 3 of the homes so far have been under 100% AMI. So we want to make sure that they're doing enough that helps us with that
Yeah.
goal.
Well, I thought the McCoy project was going to be affordable housing as well.
Which one's that one?
The annexation that's behind Beep, that's what they said during the meeting,
Yeah.
that this is affordable housing.
That's what they said.
Yep.
Yeah, and that actually can be part of
Okay.
those numbers as well. If that project goes out and is done in the next 3 years, and who's to say on that piece of it, so I don't know that answer. I'm just going after the ones I know are like there. But that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trustee Nyberg?
Well, since you pawned off the planning commission on me, I have that one. And then the Southwest TPR is the 9th. That's all I got.
Trustee Cesaro?
So Jeff DuPont from the Durango Chamber of Commerce has reached out to me regarding Southwest Colorado Rocks. He was asking how the town of Bayfield might be able to help in getting the word out to nominate Bayfield businesses for what they're calling, so it's no longer Durango Rocks, it's Southwest Colorado Rocks. And since our Bayfield Chamber of Commerce is kind of dissolving at the moment, how can we let people in Bayfield know to nominate Bayfield businesses for this year? Because they're including Bayfield and Ignacio in their annual recognition. So, yeah, so I would like, maybe we could post it on Facebook, or if there's a way for us to kind of help get the word out and how to nominate. It's just on the DurangoBusiness.org website. I think on their chamber page, there's the nomination form. But again, since this is so new, I want to make sure that Bayfield businesses get to be recognized if people nominate them. So at least everyone in this room knows they can do it. But if we can help to spread that far and wide, that would be great. And then I did have one question for John. How are we doing with the vaccination clinic at the senior center?
The vaccination clinic.
Yeah, is it getting scheduled?
I will check on that because I've got some other things to check on over there.
Okay,
So I will check on that.
perfect. I just hadn't heard back.
Yeah, and I apologize.
No worries.
Your numbers.
No, you're busy. If there's any help that's needed, since I got a phone call about that, and I'm happy to help, but it sounded like maybe the coordinator was planning that. But if not, I can help get it planned.
She was working on it. She was working on it.
Okay, no, that's good, because I got a phone call saying that it was not by a senior, so that's why I was like, oh, let me see what I can do. Cool. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, upcoming dates of interest. There's a homecoming on October 9th for Bayfield Wolverine Day. Proclamation on the 14th at the school board meeting. Board of Trustees meeting on the 21st, and Planning Commission on the 14th. And with that, I'm going to adjourn this meeting at 7:37.